Baseball news here on the Sports Show with Woody and Les. It's a sports show with Woody and Les. Some baseball news. The Rockies have made a roster move.
Oh.
Yes, they have. They've sent down starting pitcher Tyler Matzik, and they brought back from the minors catcher, first baseman, I guess we have to call him, Willeen Rosario. Let's deal with the Matzik thing first. He's 2-1. He's got an ERA a little bit over 4, which doesn't sound all that bad, especially pitching at Coors Field. But this last game, he walked 6 guys in a couple of innings. He's having trouble finding the plate. His whip, which basically means how many runners are on base against him, it's just, it's too high. It's far too high. And he's been doing an escape act in just about all of his starts. He's putting too many men on base, and the Rockies feel he needs a little more seasoning. He needs to get back on track, so they sent him down.
I have to look at the other side of the trade, or the acquisition and the bringing up promotions, demotions.
Yeah.
Rosario, I didn't like him much as a catcher or first baseman. I'm not going to like him on the mound at all. You think he really is going to start against a Dodgers?
I don't think that's what they're going to do. I think my guess is they'll put Christian Bergman in the rotation now. He'll be the 5th starter.
So who's going to be long reliever now?
Who cares?
Well, but you say that, but they have to have a long reliever because these guys don't go very long.
Or they can do what they've been doing just about every game. The starter comes out in the 4th, and then they throw 5 more guys out for 1 inning each.
Well, I agree with you.
It's a mess.
Matzik, I like his stuff, except he's having the same problem he had in the minor leagues. Walks too many people.
Yeah.
And they lead the league in walks. So he's the solution is to get him to go down like he's going to suddenly go down to Albuquerque. Is it because it's not at the same altitude? Albuquerque is still above sea level. That he's going to go down there and suddenly find his control? He's never.
I don't know.
He has never had. Get your iPad out. And you would look at his walks over the years. He's always been a guy. You know, this is another drafted development guy.
And that's
how's the development going?
Yeah. Putting guys on base here is death, especially via walk. I mean, because those solo home runs, and there are going to be plenty of home runs at Coors Field, the solo home runs turn into two-run homers, 3-run homers, grand slams. Look, it's tough enough for veteran pitchers here to throw strikes. You put a youngster on the mound, and they've got a lot of them on the mound right now. They're afraid to throw strikes at Coors Field because it's Coors Field and the ball flies.
Les, I don't understand. So if you're the pitching coach and you're the manager, you say, go out and throw strikes. So the guy's afraid to throw strikes?
Yes.
That's what you're telling me?
Pitchers are afraid to throw strikes.
No,
here.
They can't throw strikes. Let's get this straight. It's not because they want to throw strikes.
That might be the case with him. He just might have control problems.
That's what I'm saying.
That might be the bane of his career.
I don't need to look it up. He's had a history since they've drafted him of control problems. I don't think it's that, I want to chew off a piece of the corner. I don't want, I don't work him inside. It's a problem. He can't get the ball over the plate. You and I could go out there, and what would we do? Whether we did it successfully or not, we'd want to throw strikes.
Yes.
We'd want to throw the ball over the plate. I think if you throw the ball over the plate, more good things are going to happen than bad things. He might strike out. He might hit it to an infielder. He might fly out. Here's the other side. He may hit a home run. Okay, well, there's about 5 good things that can happen. In a baseball game, these guys, if you lob the ball up there, I heard a thing on radio yesterday from a guy involved in the broadcast that it's very difficult for the offensive players for the Rockies to hit the ball to the opposite field when there's a shift on. You watch batting practice more than anybody I know of. You're out there. That's all they do in batting practice is situational hitting.
Yes.
Take the ball to the other side. So in a game, I'm coming back to where I was. In a game, after you practice, they go. Runner on second, hit the ball to left field, right? I mean, I've watched in spring training for years and years. They are trained to do this, but yet, because they're in a game, according to an authority on the Colorado Rockies, they can't do it in a game because it's hard. Well, guess what? Hitting a ball is hard. So throwing strikes is hard. Well, you shouldn't be a pitcher then. You should go race monster trucks or something. I just think if we're going to bring
Right.
Rosario up. Rosario went down to Albuquerque. He didn't hit a home run. He was like 12 or 38 while he was down there. That was really impressive. Why in the world is Drew Stubbs here? If you want to send somebody down, Drew Stubbs.
There you
kick
go,
him out of
on the Drew Stubbs kick again. One thing I do like about this move is the fact
What?
that once again Jeff Bridich, the general manager, is showing us he does not have the patience with players who fail the same way the last regime did.
So we're going to throw
but where
him-
they're going to go,
we're
where they're
gonna
going to go
throw him
now,
to
I
the
don't
curb.
know.
Well,
Christian
Christian
Bergman
the
goes
last
back
time
into the starting rotation.
Christian Bergman, again,
He's another
look at
guy,
your iPad.
yeah.
One of his
He's
last
just
2
another guy.
outings was 7 runs.
Yeah, he's just another
in
guy.
an inning, half 2 innings.
I don't know where they
he's
go.
answered.
I don't know where they go
Wouldn't
now.
it impress you more? They're sending Tyler. When we heard this right before we went out, they're sending Tyler Masick down. And I thought, oh, they've acquired a pitcher, Matt Garza, or somebody that's out there. No, they bring a guy back who can't play in the field. That is going to be for one at bat a game.
All right, Rockies make a move. You can go watch them play the Dodgers this
I have a
weekend and see
headache.
if it works.
I am so sad.